So I stand corrected. I don't see anybody going to the box. Face off outside the zone. We're going to go 5-on-5. A little bit of pushing and shoving. Isn't going to hurt anybody. The referee just sent them to the bench. Face off back to the Express D. Patterson has it. Up the middle to McLean. McLean dumps it down into the zone. Curtis throws the body down low. Back to McLean in front. Oh, just saved there by Capriati. You're going to hear that a lot tonight. He's a great goalie. Santapaz tries to find Jones through the center. Picked up on the far side by Hardy. Hardy over to Gallant. He goes off the boards, down the ice. It's going to be icing against Brett Gallant. Face-off's going to come right back into the Express zone. Early shot count so far, the Express leading 3-2 in shots. Denik Kreitz right back out here, number 6 for Elsipogtog. Offensive-minded defenseman. He makes things happen when he's out here, and he's out here a lot. You'll see him, and you'll hear me call his name a lot. He's in the play all the time. Down the ice, the Express go, picked up by the Hawks. Here comes Cormier down the right side. He shoots that one just over the net. Scooped up on the far side by Teesing. Teesing through the middle. Good back check there by Arsenault. Dishes it off the Trainer. Trainer down to Carl. He circles back to McCluskey. McCluskey, nice little move there. Over to the side to Crow. That went off the side of the net. The net went off its moorings, and we have a stoppage of play. Good one-timer there by Crow, I believe. Delorier is going to take this draw against Teesing. Delorier gets it back behind the net to Trey Lewis. Funny bounce there, right out to the slot, picked up by Teesing. Teesing, that shot was deflected right into the shin pads of Crow. Here come the Hawks back the other way. McCluskey takes McCluskey down, and it's a delayed offside. Little Bro took Big Bro down. These two guys talk a lot to each other out on the ice. They don't seem to get along at all. It's pretty comical to watch. Carl's line out here now, facing off against Delorier. This is a good line here for the Hawks. Trey Lewis dumps that right on net. Looked like it was a little bit hard for Bishop to handle. Graham's got it now on the breakout, slides it up the left side to Patterson. Back up to Carl, 3-on-2 now for the Express. Nice shot there, good save by Capriati. Very quick breakout there for the Express. They transition really fast, they get down the ice quick. Young, a bit of a board battle here against Delorier. Back to Robinson. He tried to slide it over to Patterson. That left the zone. Patterson leaves it there for Young. Young on the right side, cuts to the middle, takes a snapshot. Glove down by Capriati, and another whistle here. 15:39 left in the first period. These two teams are about getting to that point in the series now. We're game 5 where they're really not liking each other. There's a lot of little pushing and shoving, a lot of chirping going on between the whistles. This is when these playoff series gets a lot of fun to watch. I mean, you're seeing the same team for the 3rd weekend in a row. You're going to grow to dislike each other a little bit. Hardy moves it up ice to Gallant. Gallant circles back into his zone. Cross ice to McCluskey. McCluskey down the right side. Gallant driving to the net. That shot can't get through. Santapaz has it now. Over to Scully. Good back check by McCluskey. McCluskey lined Scully up, just missed him there. Over to Jones now. Jones cycles it down low to Santapaz. Hardy takes him out quickly. Curtis just gets it out into the neutral zone. Safe play there. That's a tipped shot. Hit McCluskey on his way to the bench. Moves it out to the middle of the ice. Quick opportunity here for Arsenault. Drops it back to Crate. Crate makes a mistake doesn't make a lot of mistakes there. Fanned on that shot. Back the other way. Trainer, nice little toe drag, gets around the defense. Takes a stick up high into the face. Drops it back to Crow. Crow cycles back. Graham now at the point. Graham lost his balance, still has the puck. Shot and scored! Graham, what a goal there, puts it up under the bar. What a play by Graham. He actually fell down and maintained control of the puck. And he had all kinds of space. I don't know, it was like the ocean, the sea just parted there. All kinds of space to the net, and he puts it right up under the bar, and we have a 1-0 Express lead here. 14:20 left in the first period. That was shot number 8 for the Express. Graham's a defensive-minded defenseman, and it's always nice when those guys chip in on the score sheet. Takes a little pressure off some of the bigger guns. And he's actually had a good start to this game, and good to see him put one in there. Here come the Express on the attack again. Right back over to Graham, into his skates. Down low to T-Sink. Oh, T-Sink actually scored that, I guess. He must have tipped it. T-Sink on the goal there from Graham. I didn't see the tip, but I'll trust the referees are right. McCluskey down low. He gets taken out. Nice little hit down low. Stoppage of play as Bishop covers up. So that was T-Sink from Graham on the first goal. Uncharacteristic mistake there by Denny Crate as he fanned on that shot in the offensive zone, which resulted in the 3-on-2 transition back the other way, and inevitably the goal by T-Sink. Brown and Arsenault out here now for the Hawks. Face off way down the ice. Here comes Trainer. Trainer it all alone. Backhands it. Handled easily there by Capriati. I took a second to look down to see who the other winger was for the Hawks. So when I looked back up, Trainer was already on the attack there. Good chance for him, but a good save by Capriati. Crate moves that one up ice, all the way down the ice. Icing call against the Hawks. So we're going to start that all over again, right back in the Hawk zone. Face off to the right of Capriati. Delorier taking the draw against Carl for the Express. That face off picked up by Young, and the puck was bouncing on him. He couldn't make a shot. Here come the Hawks back the other way, dumped in by MacArthur. McCluskey gets there first. McCluskey circles back, takes the hit, makes the play. Wraparound attempt, snubbed there by Bishop. And that shot from Delorier just misses. MacArthur has it now. Right back to Delorier. Delorier cuts to the center. Nice shot on net there. Bishop, there's a crowd in front. Puck is loose. Cleared out. Cleared out of the zone there by the Express. Good chance for the Hawks. But weren't able to convert on that opportunity. I'll tell you, this Hawks team, they do miss Robbie Graham out here. Graham is an offensive juggernaut out there, and he's involved in the play, a top 6 forward, power play guy. So it's a big hole in this Elsipogtog lineup. We'll see how they make out the rest of this game without him. Face-off won by the Hawks. Gallant rims it around the boards. Kept in there by Lewis. Down low to Scully. He leaves it to Jones. Jones just tried to tip that one in off of Bishop. Curtis turns it over at the blue line, right back into McLean's corner. Jones gets there first, puts it out in front. That's intercepted. McLean gets it on the far side. That shot's blocked. Santapaz just rims it in again, down low. Picked up on the far side. Shot, puck's loose in front. What an opportunity there. Good save by Bishop. Jones almost got one. Good chance there for the Hawks. They're still on the attack. McCluskey now, not able to handle that pass. Graham gets it back to McCluskey. He's under pressure. Arsenault slides it out front. The Hawks are buzzing right now on this shift. Crate's got it coming out of the corner. Good low shot handled by Bishop. Back to the point. Slides it over to Trey Lewis. That shot was saved by Bishop. He had a clear sight of that one. He's not going to let those shots in if he can see them from the blue line. Good couple of shifts here. Actually, that was a great shift for the Hawks. Lots of pressure. Probably 2 or 3 really good opportunities. But Bishop's closing the door so far early on in this game. Shots on net 9-8 in favor of the Express so far. Express up 1-0 on the goal by Teesing. Brown circles, shoots that one, picked up by Trainer. Trainer goes cross ice to Crow. That's a good interception there by the Hawks defender. Hardy has it now. He tried to find Trainer. Icing's waved off. Capriati gets behind the net. He shoots it around the boards. Hardy's going to pick it up at the blue line. He tried to feed that one to Teesing down low. Crow intercepts. Crosses the blue line. Crow's got Teesing going to the net. And he scores! Whoa, Capriati. Looked like it went right through his glove. Crow puts the Express up 2-0. That's one where Capriati would probably like to have back. And that's the first time you probably hear me say that in the 5 games that we've watched him play. A bit of a weak goal there against Capriati, but you can't blame the guy. He's facing a lot of rubber so far this series. Express up 2-0 now, 10:50 left in the first period. Good start here for the visiting team. Carl's lines right back out here for the Express. MacArthur through the middle to Delorier. Delorier holds onto it, circles back, looks for a trailer. Good move there on Graham, but Graham shuts the door. Lewis keeps it in, right back down low. And high and off the glass it goes as Graham puts it through the middle. Robinson was flying through the center, not able to pick that up. Right back down to the Express zone it goes. McCluskey runs right into McCluskey. Opportunity here. Delorier just misses the net. Big Bro and Little Bro going hard at it behind the net. Big Bro took Little Bro down there. Lewis does another good job keeping the puck in here on this right side. The Express have it, and they chip it down the ice. It's going to be an icing call here against the Express. They were pretty gassed at the end of that shift. Good pressure once again by this Hawks team. Face-off's going to be just to the right of Bishop. McLean's line is out here. He's got Curtis and Gallant with him. Jones wins that draw cleanly back to the point. Good shot there by Bernard. Gallant looked like he took a shot there. He's going off the ice for the Express. He'll have to walk that one off. Fillmore goes back to get it behind the Express net. Fillmore has it again, over to Hardy. Hardy gets it up to Curtis. Curtis to Crow. Crate picks it up now. Fakes a slap shot, then shoots it towards the net. Left there for Hardy. He's looking for an outlet pass. Couldn't find anybody. Cormier picks it up, scoops it right back to Bernard. Bernard over to Crate. Intercepted pass there. T-Sink on the right side. Over to Trainer. You don't want Trainer to get loose. He's got that rocket. We've seen it all series. Another turnover. T-Sink. Trainer. Good play there by Crate to break that play up. He goes up the left side to Cormier. Cormier just misplays that one. And down the ice, the puck goes again. That's going to be an icing call here against the Express. And we're going to go right back into the defensive zone just to the left of Bishop. So far, the Express seem to be executing on a well-laid plan here, coming into enemy territory, getting a couple quick goals on the board, taking the crowd a bit out of the play here early on. All it takes, though, is one quick Hawks goal, and this crowd's going to explode. Delorier on the draw. That one's won back by McLean to Hardy. Curtis just chips it through the middle. Carl has McLean with him. And Curtis is trailing. Carl circles back, leaves it for McLean. McLean shoots it on the net, deflected by Carl. Just a funny bounce there. Here come the Hawks back the other way. Delorier dishes it off to McCluskey. McCluskey shoots that one just wide of the net. Another quick play there. Good tip by MacArthur, just misses the net. Crate has it now on the blue line. Works down low into the corner, throws it out front. That's cleared. Hardy gets on Crate quickly. Crate still has the puck, but he turns it over to Curtis. Curtis just chips it out into the neutral zone. That might get picked up by McLean. Here comes Brett McLean down the right side. McLean shoots it. Good save there by Capriati. Delayed penalty, and it's going to be a penalty shot against the Hawks. And we got a little bit of pushing and shoving here after the whistle. It looked like the referee blew that down and pointed to center ice. That means a penalty shot usually. McLean was in all alone, and he took a bit of a slash. Good save by Capriati. McLean made the move, and he was going to try to slide that into the 5-hole, but Capriati closed the door pretty quick. Now it looks like the Hawks forwards going to the penalty box, but they're telling McLean that it's a penalty shot. So the Hawks forward's going to come out of the penalty box. It is indeed a penalty shot here for Brett McLean. I mean, Brett McLean literally probably still smells like suntan lotion. I mean, he was on vacation for a week, and just like that, he already gets into this game. He's been heavily involved early on. Brett McLean on the penalty shot. We'll see if he can convert here. Oh, good move, but a good save by Capriati. McLean had the right idea, but Capriati got the pad out. I think McLean would like to have been able to maybe get that up off the ice just a little bit, but good chance just the same. Face off to the right of Capriati. T-Sink out here now, facing off against Brown for the Hawks. Crow leaves it there for Trainer. Crow has it now. Throws it over to Gallant. Gallant fires it down low to T-Sink. Puck is loose in the slot. And here come the Hawks back the other way. Good back check there by Crow to slow Arsenault down. Here comes T-Sink. He's got some wheels. He throws it cross ice to Crow. That play is broken up by Hebert. And Gallant fires one right at the linesman. And here comes Delorier. Delorier, he still has it. He's looking for somebody to move it to. Puck is loose just to the side of the net, and Bishop covers it up. Good chance there by Delorier. He was delaying, looking for somebody to move the puck to. .6:33 left here in this first period. 2-0 Express. Shots on net, 13-8 in favor of the Express. Great start here for Fredericton. Look for Elsipogtog to try to get something on the board here by the end of the period, get this crowd back into this game. Crate with a soft shot from the blue line, handled easily there by Bishop. Delorier and McLean on the face-off here. That one won cleanly by Delorier, shot by McCluskey, but handled easily by Bishop. We'll try this again. Delorier has been very good on the face-offs, but McLean's not too shabby himself, and he gets it there. Possession over to, turnover though by Graham, but Graham scoops it up, swings it out to the right side. That's kept in by Bernard. Delorier moves it over to McCluskey. He steps out to the middle, fires that one high up into the shoulder of Bishop. Good chance there by McCluskey. Another stoppage of play here for the Express. Carter McCluskey with a great opportunity there just at the top of the slot. Looks like McCluskey just had a penalty drawn on him. Teesing came in, said something to him, and McCluskey, okay, he didn't draw a penalty, but he did give him a little bit of a cross check on his way off the ice. I thought the referee blew the whistle and pointed to the box. 5-on-5, face off to the right of Bishop. Hawks are pressing down the ice. Trainer's gonna get there first. Capriati comes way out, gets it out into the neutral zone. Trey Lewis jumps into the play now. Lewis shoots that one, deflected by Hardy up into the mesh and behind the net. Hopefully the live feed is good quality right now, guys. Corey's got us rigged up really good over here in Elsipogtog. From what I can tell, the quality is good, the sound is good, the hockey's good. Here comes Crow. Crow runs right over the Hawks defender, and his helmet came off. He did not like that at all. Another big hit by Hardy as he takes McCluskey out. And that's an offside call. The Hawks defenseman got rattled there just a little bit. I don't think he was expecting that hit.
Pretty good job.
Thank you. Face off in the neutral zone here. Delorier. Been seeing a lot of him tonight. You'll see a lot of these top 3 or 4 guys with Graham out of the lineup. Expect somebody to step up in his place. Here comes Declan Graham for the Express. Teesink goes cross ice over to Trainer. He can't collect that one. And Hebert quickly gets it out of the zone, tipped by McCluskey, right back to Gallant. He tried to find Carl coming on the ice, but Carl couldn't gather that pass. Up ice quickly here for the Hawks. Nice play there over to MacArthur. Puck is loose and the crease cleared. Hebert was calling for it at the blue line. That's intercepted by McLean, and he just gets it down the ice. Here comes Jones. Jones up to McCluskey on the right side. He's got Scully driving the net. Oh, there's going to be a penalty here against the Hawks, so McCluskey took a hooking penalty, I think, or a tripping penalty. He's not happy about that, but you know what? It was a hooking or a tripping call here. He lost the puck and just quickly reacted, tripped the guy up. Power play Express. We're going to go right back down into Hawks territory here to the right of Capriati. Teesink, Gallant, Crow, Hardy, and Trainer if you're watching the live stream last week, you know that I say that they're going to try to feed number 22, Trainer, on that one-timer over on the right side. Puck is loose there, down low. Good chance by T-Sink. He misses the net, kept in by Trainer. Trainer down low to Gallant. Gallant cross ice to Crow. Back to Hardy. Crow has it now. Slowing it down, looking for the right opportunity here. T-Sink has it, back to Hardy. Good puck movement here for the Express. Hardy has it. He fans on that shot. Cleared by Lewis down the ice. Bishop moves it up ice to Trainer. Trainer goes cross ice to Crow. Good play by Crow. Circles back, shakes the pressure there. Back to Hardy. Trainer. T-Sink, what a save by Capriati off the Gallant shot. Great, fantastic save there by the Hawks goaltender. Bishop comes out of his net. We're at the halfway point of this power play for the Express. Trainer moves it through the middle to Graham. PP2 out here now for the Express. Graham tried to get it in deep. He lost the handle at the blue line. Trainer still out here from PP1. Cross ice to Curtis. Curtis dumps it in. Graham scoops it up to the far side. They're not able to get it set up. 30 seconds left here in the power play. McCluskey goes back to get it. See if McCluskey rushes this one. He could get some speed. Nope, drops it over to Curtis. Oh, he dodged a big hit there. McCluskey has it now. Slides it over to Graham. That shot almost tipped in there by Carl. Off the backboards. Puck is covered up there by Capriati. 9 seconds left in the penalty. The Hawks. Good penalty kill here for the Elsipogtog team. 2:37 left in the first period. Express up 2-0. It's been a great first period. 14-14 shots. The T-Sink line didn't have long to rest. They're right back out here with Hardy and Fillmore back on the blue line. Delorier wins that face-off back to Crate. We're back to 5-on-5 as McCluskey comes. Big hit at center ice. Trainer knocked over the Hawks forward. Crate still has it. And that looks like it hit the ceiling. The ceiling's pretty low here at the Kent North Center, and we got a stoppage of play. 2:16 left in the first. Delorier, MacArthur, and McCluskey out here for the Hawks. McCluskey behind the net, tries to step out. Delorier thought he had that, was about to celebrate. Right back to Delorier. He takes a bump. McCluskey and MacArthur both taking swings at the puck, but it's cleared out by the Express McCluskey. Connor. And that's an icing call, so we're going to come right back into Express territory. If you're not able to go watch the game tomorrow night at the Grant Harvey Center in Fredericton, jump on the live stream. We will be coming at you. Puck drop 7 o'clock tomorrow night. 2,500 people expected to cram into the Grant Harvey Center, and we expect a lot of people to watch on the live stream. That shot's deflected by Brown. Brown's got it now down here in the right corner. Curtis intercepts it. Curtis gets the line, dumps it in. 1:38 left in the period. Funny bounce off the boards. Capriati quickly gets it out to Arsenault, but he was under pressure by Graham. Graham chips it right back in. Lewis goes back to get it for the Hawks. And that's tipped into the Express bench by Brown and out of play. Faceoff's going to be right in front of the Hawks bench. Carl's lined out here for the Express. Young and Robinson. Hardy moves it back to McCluskey. McCluskey dishes it over to Young, and he dumps it into the offensive zone. And McCluskey's going hard after it. Good pressure there. Created a turnover, but the Hawks pick up the loose puck through the middle to MacArthur. MacArthur leaves it there for Drysdale, and he dumped it in. Bishop leaves it there for McCluskey. McCluskey scoops up the puck. 40 seconds left now. T-Sink's line jumps over the boards to finish up this first period. Back to Hardy. Over to Crow. He tried to dump that in, but it didn't get past the blue line. Turnover by T-Sink now. T-Sink slides it over to Trainer. What a goal! Off the turnover by the Hawks. Peter Trainer, what a one-timer there by Trainer off the beautiful feed by T-Sink. And the 3-0 Express lead here on the road in Elsipogtog. What a start. So far tonight, they're really making the Hawks pay for their mistakes. That was another mistake there on the far boards. And when you get the talent like Pro and T-Sink and Trainer out there, they will make you pay. And when you blink, the puck's in the back of your net.
Fredericton goal scored by number 22, Peter Trainer. Assisted by number 10, Ryan Tsing. Time of the goal, 19.
Trainer from Tsing. Crate shoots that one. That was deflected wide by Brown. Shot from the point. Got a pad save there by Bishop, and that's it for the first period, folks. Shots are 15-15, but the goals are 3-0 for the Express. So we will be back in about 15 minutes. Don't go too far.
nobody. I don't care who it is. This is a brotherhood. And if we stand strong together, we can't be denied. If one of us go down, we have another, and another, and another that's ready to fight. And bang 'em, bang 'em, bang 'em. Somebody light me up. Boom! We too deep. We too deep. We too deep.
For Miramichi's facing elimination. The game's all tied up 2-2, I think, after 2 periods of play. So a close game between Dalhousie and Miramichi. If Dalhousie wins, they've got potentially a week or more to rest up to play the winner of this series. If the Express win tonight, they'll go home tomorrow night with a chance to win the series on home ice. If the game goes to Game 7, if the series goes to Game 7, they'll be returning back here to Elsipogtog next Friday night. Good first period of play for the Express coming into enemy territory on the road. Critical game, and they're leading now 3-0 after the first. The Hawks are playing a little bit shorthand tonight with Robbie Graham I guess he's traveling for work. Had work commitments. He couldn't be here tonight. So he's not in the lineup. And the Hawks are missing them. The Hawks made a couple of critical turnovers in the first that resulted in express goals. They didn't really make a lot of mistakes in the first 4 games of this series, but tonight we've seen a few. Maybe it's nerves. Could be just bad bounces out there on the ice. We'll see how they respond. All right, here come the Hawks. They love their air horns over here in Elsipogtog. Let's see if they get some opportunities here in the second period to blow them a little more often than in the first period. And here come the Express here off the right side. Bishop had a great first period for Fredericton, turning away all 15 shots. That's a lot of shots in a period. Elsipogtog, I think Elsipogtog had no power plays in that first period. So 15 shots on mostly 5-on-5 play. Fredericton had a couple of power plays, and they had a penalty shot. Brett McLean had an opportunity there on the penalty shot, but it was turned away by Capriati. There's a bit of a mountain here to climb for this Hawks team, but they are determined and motivated, so we'll see how they respond here in the second period. T-Sink and Brown on the faceoff. Lewis over to Bernard, back to Lewis. Lewis shot down the ice. That's tipped, no icing. McCluskey goes back to get it. He's under pressure by Cormier. Cormier swings it back to Bernard. Bernard shoots that off the boards, deflected out front. Hardy clears it over to Trainer. Hardy has it now. He's under pressure by Arsenault. Takes a big hit by Brown. Hardy did not like that. Him and Brown messing around here, a little bit of pushing and shoving. McCluskey comes over and gives Brown an extra shove. That might be a power play here for the Hawks. Hardy and Brown were going to get coincidentals, but McCluskey came in after the play, gets the extra 2. So it's going to be a Hawks power play. Good chance for them to get on the board here. Five on 4. Everybody got 2 minutes for roughing. McCluskey came in a little bit after the play there, gave an extra shove. So he gets the extra 2. And the Hawks are going to put their power play unit out here on the ice. Delorier and Crate are going to be setting up on the blue line. MacArthur, McCluskey, and Arsenault starting out this power play for the Hawks. MacArthur wins that one cleanly, back to Crate, over to Delorier. Delorier has it now. Backdoor. Saved by Bishop. Another save by Bishop. Good chance by Arsenault. Bishop's having a hard time getting up there. Now he's up and ready for another shot. Arsenault sets up behind the net. Out to Delorier. Sorry, McCluskey. Back to Arsenault. Sorry, that was Delorier. McCluskey gets it back to Delorier down in the corner. Back behind the net to McCluskey. McCluskey still has it. Back to Crate. He shoots it. Good save by Bishop. Express can't clear it. McCluskey shoots that one wide. Crate's going to come off the blue line, keep it in. Crate tried to put that one on net. That was blocked by Graham. McCluskey has it now. Back to the point. Slides it, slid over to MacArthur. Back to Delorier. Nice move by Delorier. He gets in tight. Rings that one off the crossbar and up into the roof. What a shot there by Vincent Delorier. He led this team in points in the regular season with 46. Strong offensive player there. He stepped around the defender. He was about 15 feet from the net. Put that one right into the crossbar and out of play. 49 seconds left in this power play for the Hawks. Face off back to Crate. Same power play unit still on the ice for the Hawks. MacArthur over to Delorier. He shoots that one, saved by Bishop, and down the ice it goes. Trainer with a foot race with Capriati. Capriati gets there first, almost puts it in his own net, and what a goal there by Trainer. Another mistake by the Hawks. Capriati came way out of his net. He tried to put it behind the net. It banked off of the net, right to Trainer, and you know where Trainer's going to put the puck. There's no doubt about it there. Short-handed goal here for the Express. 30 seconds still left on this power play. And Capriati's getting the pull here. That's unfortunate for him. This Capriati kid is a phenomenal goaltender. It's just not his night. Not right now. Landry, Antoine Landry's going to get the call here for the Hawks. You got to feel for Capriati, man. He's had a heck of a series, a heck of a season, but it just wasn't going for him tonight. The Hawks are looking to make something happen. They still got some power play time left. Lewis turns the puck over. Express clear the ice, clear the zone. Trainer with his second goal of the night, I believe. That one on the penalty kill. Here come the Hawks, back the other way. Cormier now on the left side. He's got Jones going to the net. Cormier puts that one on net. We're back to 5-on-5 as McCluskey comes out of the box. The Hawks are circling. Cormier feeds him in front. Jones, that one's turned away by Bishop. Big hit there. Oh, that shot just off the toe of Bishop by Cormier. Lewis trying to make something happen on the offensive side as the defenseman. Trainer just chips it out into center ice. McLean tried to get there, couldn't quite get there in time. Crow moves it back to Gallant. Gallant goes up ice, tried to spring McLean loose there, and that's going to be an icing call. Brett Gallant tried to spring Brett McLean. He would have been in all alone on a cold goaltender, Antoine Landry. First I've seen of him this series. He would have been tested right there. Always a tough situation for a goalie to come in cold, down by 4 goals. Just got to make those first couple of saves to get right into the game here for the Hawks. Face off one cleanly, shot over the net by Delorier. My bad, that's McCluskey. Puck is cleared down the zone, no icing. Carl's going after it. Landry comes way out. He shoots it up the boards. Express get it on the far side. Carl puts that one on net. Good save by Landry. McCluskey scoops up the puck, slides it to the middle. MacArthur shoots that one, deflected by Fillmore and covered up by Bishop. Elsie actually jumped out in front on shots here, 22-17 in favor of the Hawks. 16-15 left in the second period. Express are now up 4-0 on that shorthanded goal by Trainer. Face off to the right of Bishop. MacArthur, Delorier, and McCluskey out here for the Hawks. T-Sink's line out here for the Express. Here come the Hawks. McCluskey down low. McCluskey stepped out front there. Tried to tip that one in. T-Sink's trying to get in around Drysdale. Landry doesn't mind coming way out of the net. He makes the play there. T-Sink went hard into the boards. He looks to be okay. Here comes Delorier. Delorier sticks with it, circles back. Over to McCluskey. McCluskey shoots that one over the net. T-Sink on the far side. Chips it up the boards to Trainer. Trainer's waiting for T-Sink to catch up. Tried to sauce one over to him, but that's intercepted by the Hawks defense. A little bit of McCluskey on McCluskey action there. Carter McCluskey took the brunt of that one from Big Bro. Down the ice it goes. Hebert probably could have made a play on that one, but they're going to call that icing just the same. And we're going to come right back into the Express zone for a face-off. Brown gets that draw back, but out of the zone as Arsenault couldn't corral it. Lewis picks up the puck. He circles, dumps it in. And it's going to be a high sticking the puck call here on the Express. So it's going to be an offensive faceoff for this Hawks unit. Exactly 15 minutes left in the second period. Carl wins that draw over to Graham. Young picks it up on the boards. He rims it around to Robinson. Robinson not able to make a play on that one, but it did get out of the zone here. Graham, oh, what a hit by Trey Lewis. Trey Lewis just absolutely rocked Robinson. He got caught on the trolley tracks right there. Kenny Robinson had his head down. Looked like Eric Linderos cutting across the blue line, and Scott Stevens dropped the shoulder right into him. Cole Young came to the defense of his teammate, but he got the penalty. That was an absolute slobber knocker of a hit. And just like that, Trey Lewis probably put a big target on his back, which is unfortunate. You know, you throw a big hit. It was clean. It wasn't dirty. But that's usually the reaction when a big body check gets thrown out here. So we got 2 men in the box here for the Express. My guess is he got 2 and 10, but I'm not sure. We'll see what happened. We'll see what the announcers say, but if I had to wager a bet, Cole Young's going to get 2 minutes probably for roughing and then a 10-minute misconduct. We're going to have a timeout here. That woke up this arena here. That was a big hit. Fredericton's going to take a timeout and discuss this. And, you know, Kenny Robinson, he bounced right back up. He took a big hit, but he bounced. It was like he bounced off the ice, and he was right back up, and he wanted to go at him. So he's tough. My vision isn't very good, but I bet there was 1 or 2 snot bubbles that popped out of Kenny Robinson's nose after that hit. Face-off's going to be to the right of Bishop. Good opportunity here for the Hawks to get one on the board and start their comeback. Crate goes D to Delorier. T-Sink picks that up. Trainer's going to shoot it out of the zone, down the ice. Cole Young got 2 for head contact and a 10-minute misconduct. Here come the Express. Arsenault in the middle. Leaves it for MacArthur. MacArthur tried to feed it down low to Arsenault. He picks it up off the boards. MacArthur back to Arsenault. That shot just misses. Delorier back to MacArthur. He cycles back. Sauced one into the Mackenzie Brown there. He tipped that one, but right into the glove of Bishop. So 1:18 left in this power play. The Express are going to put a couple of fresh defense legs out here with Brett Gallant and Declan Graham. Face off to the right of Bishop. MacArthur gets that. MacArthur scoops it up, shoots that one. Gallant kicks it. Up to T-Sink, held in by Crate. Fakes the shot, slides it down low to Brown. Brown steps out, good play there. Oh, and Crate takes a stick to the face by T-Sink. The play's still going. Trainer made the right play there, stayed in. Trainer was watching the play, got possession to get the whistle. T-Sink's going to get at least 2. We're checking to see if there's any blood on Crate. Looks like it's going to be 2 minutes, no blood. So it's going to be 5-on-3 power play for 55 seconds. T-Sink doesn't like the call. I don't know if he actually didn't hit him. It certainly looked like he hit him in the head. Crate went down like he was shot. The referee's not going to change his mind, folks. 5-on-3, 13:30. This is a big penalty kill for the Express. Trainer and McLean and Hardy out here trying to kill this one. Face off won by the Hawks. Back to Crate. Crate over to Mackenzie Brown. Back to Crate. Crate with the shot. Blocker saved by Bishop. Picked up by Brown. Right back to Crate. Crate down low to MacArthur. Back to Brown. Shoots it up in the corner. Mackenzie Brown gets the Hawks on the board with a power play goal. The former Woodstock Slammer, Mackenzie Brown, gets this crowd back in the game. 4-1 lead now for the Express. Another minute and 36 seconds left in the power play. Lots of hockey left here in Elsipogtog. McLean gets that draw back to Graham. They still got some work to do on this penalty kill. Graham over to Curtis. Curtis dumps it in. Here comes Delorier. MacArthur and Crate on the assist. Puck is cleared out by the Express. Back to Landry. Landry moves it up to Crate. Here comes Denny Crate. He leaves it for MacArthur. Cross ice. What a shot there. Hits his own player. We got a delayed penalty against the Express. Another penalty here. There's still 50 seconds left in this power play for the Hawks. Gallant takes his man out. Curtis touches the puck. It's going to be a cross-checking penalty. against Benji Curtis. Sorry. That's a cross-checking penalty against Graham. So 43 seconds left in that first penalty, so it's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for the Hawks. Shots on net, 27-17 for Elsipogtog. Face-off won by the Hawks, back to Crate. Crate slides it over to Brown, back to Crate. Crate down low to Delorier, back to Crate. Delorier slides it to Crate. Crate tried to do the one-timer. Trainer gets on it quick. He wins that battle and he clears the puck. Good effort there by Trainer.
Fredericton penalty to number 23, Jackson Graham.
Mackenzie Brown's going to enter the offensive zone here. He takes a hit by Hardy. Hardy goes back to get the puck and clears it. The veteran defenseman there knocked Brown off the puck and picked it up and cleared the zone, but Delorier has it. We're back to 5-on-4. Here comes Delorier. Good move by Delorier. Sticks with it. What a chance there. Tried to slide that in. Back to Delorier. Down low to Brown. Back door. Empty net. What a goal by Arsenault. Two power play goals here for Elsipogtog. 4-2. Mackenzie Brown's on fire, folks. What a beauty pass. Back door over to Arsenault. And we've got a hockey game. We're halfway through this period, and it's 4-2 now for the Express. We're back to 5-on-5. Got to stay out of the box. That's dumped in by Hebert. Back goes Patterson. He didn't get there first. Possession, Rishabukto. Back to the point. Hebert. Santapaz has it now in the corner. Cycles it back behind the net to McCluskey, though. T-Sink tries to get loose there. Landry clears the puck down the ice. T-Sink collects it to the neutral zone. Leaves it for McCluskey. Good move by McCluskey at the blue line. But that move at the blue line forced an offside by Trainer. So that was Arsenault from Brown and Delorier, I believe. Whew, I got to catch my breath. Elsipogtog's got 29 shots on Mr. Bishop halfway through this game. They're pacing to hit 60 shots. They're just peppering them. Face off won by Elsipogtog. Lewis. Oh, here comes McLean. He's got Curtis. McLean shoots out and deflected out of play by Hebert. Up into the mesh. Stoppage of play. Face off in the Hawks zone. Brett McLean on the draw. That one's won back by Elsipogtog. Oh, almost a turnover to Curtis. Picked up by the Hawks. Here comes Delorier. Delorier can't get around Hardy. Oh, wraparound attempt by McCluskey, saved by Bishop. That was close. I think the roof would have blown off this place if that would have went in. Good save by Bishop on the 30th shot of the night from the Hawks. Delorier, McCluskey, and MacArthur out here for the Hawks. McLean's line out here for Express. Gallant chips it up ice. Here comes McLean. He's got Gallant behind him. Slides it over back to McLean. McLean shoots that. Nice save by Landry. Antoine Landry. If anybody was wondering if he was going to be cold coming off the bench, I think that just answered your question. Great glove save there. T-Sink's line back out here for the Express. They're lined up to the left of Landry. Crate goes over to get it. He chips it up to the blue line. Hardy keeps it in. Quick up ice to Cormier. He tips it down the ice. No icing call. Bishop comes out to get it, leaves it for McCluskey. McCluskey had Brown pressuring him. Brown puts it down low to Cormier, slides that out front. Back to Brown. Puck is bouncing, can't keep it. Trainer moves it up to Crow, coming in on the right side. Crow fires that one. Landry covers up. Very quick transition there for the Express, but Landry shuts the door. T-Sink wins that right back to Patterson. Block shot by Arsenault. Arsenault and Cormier on the attack. Back down to Cormier. And here comes the Express. Nice little toe drag there by Hardy. Sorry, my bad. That was T-Sink. Trainer has it now. Up the left side to Patterson. He puts that through the middle, just misses the net. Out of the zone to Graham. He regroups at his own blue line. Tipped in by Crow. No icing. Landry coming out of his net. He leaves it there for his defenseman. Crate. That's almost intercepted by McCluskey. Good pass to Santa Pass. Santa Pass fans on that shot. Carl slides it over to Robinson. Robinson heard the footsteps of Jones. Robinson wants to go with somebody. I thought, looked like he was challenging somebody, and then Robinson just ices the puck. It looked like Robinson was back checking, then he turned around and challenged somebody, but I could be wrong. Icing call here against the Express. Boys, you start taking penalties, it can change the landscape of the game pretty quick. The Express had the Hawks down and out, 4-0. The backup goalie in the net. Penalties started piling up. 2 power play goals later, we've got a 4-2 hockey game, and the momentum seemed to have shifted just a little bit here as the Hawks are putting a ton of shots on net against Bishop. Curtis clears it up ice to Gallant. McLean's going hard to the net. Gallant had to stop up. Slides it over to McCluskey. Down to McLean. McLean turns that puck over. McCluskey takes his man out. Here comes the other McCluskey. McCluskey, nice move. Gets in around the defense. Can't close it. Oh, he puts a shot up into the Hardy's face. Right in front of the referee. No call. Curtis on the left side. He's got McLean with him. Curtis tried to wrap it around, but Landry had the pad there. And we got a stoppage of play. 7:37 left in the second period. 4-2 for the Express. Ooh, that draw was won cleanly by the Hawks, right back on net. T-Sink has it down low, tried to find Crow. Up the center ice to Arsenault. We got a foot race, Arsenault and Graham. Arsenault picks up the loose puck, slides it back to Cormier. Intercepted over to T-Sink now. Here comes Ryan T-Sink. He's under pressure by Hebert. Crow picks up the loose puck. Into his shin pads. Crow still has it. Slides it over to T-Sink. T-Sink now working it down low in the corner. He gets knocked down. Cormier picks up the puck. Gets it out to the neutral zone. Fillmore missed that one as Arsenault dumped it in. Graham goes back to get it. He takes the bump from Arsenault. Crate gets it back down low. Graham's battling hard. He has it now. He fights Arsenault off. Crow goes way up ice to Trainer. Trainer tripped over the blue line there, it looked like. Here comes Bernard. Bernard shoots that one, but Bishop gets down into the butterfly and he handles that one easily. Shot number 31, I believe, maybe 32. They haven't updated the shot clock. Still says 30, but I believe that was shot number 31. I'll tell you, this Express team, we're missing Brett McLean. He's having a good game out here tonight. He typically does a pretty good job on the draws. That shot was gloved down by Bishop, face off to the left of him. Delorier and McLean going to battle on this face off. That was put back into the corner by Delorier. Hardy got there first. Out to Gallant. Gallant slides it over to Patterson. Here comes Patterson down the right side. He still has it. Patterson, good try there. Good save by Landry. Back to the point. McLean was covering. He feeds it over to Brett Gallant. Brett Gallant slides across ice to Hardy. He shoots that one, just puts it in deep. Landry tried to clear it, but it went up into the mesh. It was tipped. And it went out of play, so it's going to be a face-off right inside the Elsipogtog zone. 5:55 left here in the second period, folks. Shots on net 31-20 in favor of the Hawks. But the Express are leading 4-2. Teesing gets it to Trainer. Trainer locked and loaded, but that was deflected up into the mesh. Quick release there for Trainer. Good job by the Hawks defender to get a stick on that one. Another clean draw there for the Express. McCluskey puts that on net, cleared to the corner. T-Sink has it down low. Hebert gets it now. Trainer has it behind the net. He tried to feed T-Sink. All the way back to the Express blue line. McCluskey moves it up to Trainer. Trainer puts it into the middle to Crow. Crow circles back. Cycles it back down low to Trainer. T-Sink behind the net. He gets bottled up by Brown, but he still has the puck. Crate comes in to support. Now Crate has it. That's tipped by the Hawks, and here comes Arsenault. Arsenault tried to slide it over to Hebert, right into his skates. Into the corner goes from McCluskey. McCluskey quickly up ice here to T-Sink. He leaves it for Crow, cross ice to Trainer. That was a tough pass to catch. Here come the Hawks back the other way. McCluskey's going to get a slashing call here, and we're going to go down a man as the Hawks are going to go on the power play. McCluskey, 2 minutes for slashing. And this dangerous Elsipogtog power play is going to get another opportunity to cut this lead in half. McLean versus MacArthur. Draw won by MacArthur. Back to Crate. Crate slides it over to Delorier. Intercepted by Hardy. Kept in by Brown, though. Brown's having a hell of a game here for the Hawks. Brown has it. He walks the line. Slides it over to the right side to Delorier. Delorier circles back. Sorry, that's MacArthur. MacArthur cycles back. Down low to Arsenault. Puck's loose. And an Elsipogtog goal. MacArthur with the third power play goal in a row here for the Hawks. Power play goal number 3 for Elsipogtog. Brody MacArthur on the power play. 4-3. 3 unanswered goals now for the Hawks. 4:15 left in the second period. This crowd is back in the game. That puck is dumped in deep. Bishop moves it up ice. Back down low. MacArthur back to the point. That was tipped right in front by McCluskey. Covered up by Arsenal. Covered up by Bishop. Good save there by Bishop off the tip, right in front by McCluskey. Face off to the left of him. T-Sync line is right back out here. Momentum is fully shifted to the Elsipogtog team. Patterson gets it behind the net. He moves it over to the right. T-Sync has it now. Up the trainer. He tried to find T-Sync, but the Hawks clear the puck to center ice. Hardy has to get that bouncing puck. T-Sync gets bumped there. Trainer has it now. And there's going to be a slashing call here against the Santa Paz. And now the Express are going to get their opportunity on the power play as Santa Paz takes a bit of a hacking call there. He'll sit for 2 minutes or less. Santa Paz has seen quite a bit of ice time tonight with Robbie Graham out of the lineup. But now he's going to take a 2-minute break there in the sin bin, and we'll see what the Express can do on the power play. Trainer fans on that one-timer. And the Hawks clear the puck down the ice. Peter Trainer whiffed on that one-timer. You don't see that very often. Here comes Hardy. Slides it up to Crow. Express looking to set something up here. Through the middle to T-Sync. Landry blocks that one. Crow has it now on the right side. Back to Hardy. Hardy back to Crow. Crow fires that one in the top corner. What a goal by Crow. An absolute rifle of a shot. Denny Crate wanted a little piece of Brett Gallant. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. That could have been a heavyweight title match right there, maybe. What a goal there by Crow. Power play goal. Just roofs that one. Landry's come off the bench here, played well. I think he's had like maybe 6 or 7 shots. He didn't have much of a chance on that one. I'm not sure why Danick Crate was giving Brett Gallant the business there. But if I was to pick 2 guys that I'd like to see go a couple rounds tonight, those are the 2 that I'd love to see go, maybe later in the game. Here we go. Hawks back at it. McCluskey on the left side. Graham defending. McCluskey shot on net, handled by Bishop. Graham moves it up ice quickly to Curtis. Curtis throws across ice to Robinson. Way out of his reach, though. Hardy got the assist on that power play goal for the Express. Here comes the Hawks. Crate slides that one through the middle. Intercepted by Robinson. He clears the zone. Back goes Bernard. He turns it over. McCluskey has it. But he had to stop up as Curtis had to clear the zone. And that's an offside call here by the linesman. 2:09 left in the second period. It's been a story of power play goals here in Rishabukto. All 3 Hawks goals are power play goals, and I believe that the Express have at least 2 of 5. So we've seen about 5, maybe 6 power play goals tonight. Face off just outside the Hawks zone. T-Sync's line is right back out here. Mackenzie Brown and his line are out here as well. T-Sync tried to chip it by Lewis. He couldn't get that by him. Crow has it now on the right side. He dumps it in. T-Sync is defended well there. Crow jumps on the loose puck. Crow leaves it for Hardy. Tried to find T-Sync in front. T-Sync picks it up now. Right back to Patterson. T-Sync ran out of real estate, quickly dumped it right back in. Landry clears the zone. T-Sync goes cross ice to Hardy, and he just tips it into the zone. Brown's going back to get it. Trainer's going after him. Trainer bottles him up. Crow's coming in for support. 2-on-2 battle down low with Hebert. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Here comes Trainer. He tried to find T-Sync. Intercepted by Lewis. And that's going to look like it hit the goalie on the bench there. The referee saw it. They're going to call it a high sticking the puck and a face-off outside the zone. I don't think it was a high stick in the puck. It actually hit the backup goalie on the bench, but it doesn't really matter. Face-off's going to come outside the zone for the Express. McLean, Gallant, and Curtis out here now with McCluskey and Graham. Delorier's going to square up. He gets that draw back. Over to Lewis. He dumps it in. McCluskey gets it behind the net. McCluskey was under pressure, put it high off the glass, went by Curtis, down the ice it goes. It's going to be an icing call here against the Express. Exactly 1 minute left here in the second period. If you're watching the live stream, folks, give K-Live Sports a like and a subscribe. Help the boys here grow the group, get more of a following, so we can bring you more hockey action throughout the rest of the playoffs. Face off one cleanly back to Crate. He fires that one wide. Lewis has it now on this side. Down low to MacArthur. Quick chance there. Lewis fires a rocket from the point. Gallant tried to block it, but good thing it didn't hit him. Lewis got all of that one. That was an absolute rocket by Trey Lewis. Holy smokes. Good save by Bishop. 47.5 seconds left. Face off to his right. MacArthur gets it to Delorier. Back to Lewis. Crow able to get it out of the zone. Delorier scoops up the loose puck, slides it over to Crate. Crate has it now. Cuts to the center. Crate was under attack there. Trainer picks up the puck. Here comes Peter Trainer down the right side. Trainer, what a save by Landry on the breakaway. T-Sync tries to feed it over to Crow. He's all alone, he scores! Crow! They just don't quit. Landry made an absolute stunning save, but the play did not stop there. T-Sync picked up the rebound, slides it right over to Crow, and he had all kinds of time there to make a play, and of course he did. These guys know how to score goals. 6-3 for the Express. I mean, they don't just score goals, they're scoring highlight reel goals. Denis Crate is not happy. Crate is mad because he got taken down. Actually, when the puck was in the Express zone, Crate stepped off the blue line with the puck. And when he stepped into the middle, he had 3 Express players on him. It did look like maybe he was taken down. That's why he's mad. There was not a non-call there, and it turned into a goal by the Express. 20 seconds left in this second period. Landry gets it all the way down the ice to Arsenault. Brown dumps it in. Bishop gets it behind the net. T-Sync and Trainer on the assist. Crow with the goal. That'll do it here in the second period. What a period. Lots of goals to be scored here tonight. Antoine Landry came in relief of Capriati, and to be honest with you, I mean, the guy's made a bunch of good saves here, but he has let in a couple of goals. And you can say that he didn't really have a chance on either one of those goals. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, folks, for the third period. It should be a wild one. Go get yourself a snack and get yourself a cold beer and come back in the third period. Well, folks, that was exciting second period of hockey. We're going to get going here in about 4 minutes. The last score update I got in the Miramichi game against Dalhousie, Miramichi is leading 3-2, I believe, in the third period. They're down 3-0 in the series. So if they win that, they'll head back, I believe, to Dalhousie tomorrow night for Game 5. We'll see how that game continues on. I'll give you updates as we go if I get them. It was a story of special teams that period. I know that the Express have a shorthanded goal. The Hawks have 3 power play goals, and I believe the Express have 2 power play goals. So it's like a total of 6 special teams goals here so far tonight out of a possible 9. The Express did chase Capriati out of the net. That's not a common thing for that goalie. He's the top goalie in the league, and he's been replaced by Landry. 35 shots on net for Elsipogtog, 24 for Fredericton. If you don't have a ticket for the game tomorrow night at the Grant Harvey Center in Fredericton, make sure you jump on the live stream. K-Live Sports will be coming at you from either YouTube or Facebook. Take your pick. The Grant Harvey will be popping tomorrow night, especially if the Express win this game tonight and they have a chance to eliminate the Hawks on home ice tomorrow night. We'll see how this third period goes. Don't count out the Hawks. They can score in bunches, especially on the power play. Elsipogtog loves their Hawks. They get a lot of support over here in Elsipogtog. I believe it's the biggest show in town here on a Friday night. And honestly, the Express on a Saturday night in Fredericton are the biggest show in town in Fredericton as well. Talk about a success story in senior hockey. The group behind the Fredericton Express have done a tremendous job. Tons of volunteers, tons of community support, sellout after sellout after sellout. T-Sync's line's going to start the Express off here with the Laurier's line for the Hawks, McCluskey and MacArthur. Hardy has it off the draw, dumped in by Crow. McCluskey leaves it for Lewis, up to MacArthur. He circles back, almost a turnover to Trainer. Trainer, good poke check by Landry. Crow almost put that one in on the sloppy turnover here by the Hawks. Good save by Landry. Here comes the Hawks now. Delorier, they're trying to get the puck in deep, but they're having a hard time getting out of their zone. Delorier in behind the net. Moves it over to Lewis. T-Sync just dumps it right back in. Landry leaves it there for Lewis. Lewis goes right up to Delorier, picked off by Patterson. He slides across ice to McLean. Gallant's going to the net. Curtis in the slot. Curtis, what a shot there. Stopped by Landry, I believe, off the pad. Thrown in front by Gallant to McLean. Good forecheck here by Curtis. He gets Delorier down. MacArthur picks up the loose puck on the right side. He drops it for Delorier. Delorier looking for McCluskey. Curtis is going to pick up the loose puck. He's got McLean ahead of him and Gallant trailing. Gallant's hollering for the pass. Tried to slide it over to McLean. Just waited just a little bit too long there. Got a little bit too deep to make that play. McLean picks up the loose puck. He's by himself. Tees that one up. Misses the net. Robinson on the far side. Santapass crushes him up against the boards. Scully now on the right side dumps it into the far corner. Fillmore goes back to get it. Leaves it for Carl. Carl gets loose on the right side. Scully on the back check. Closed the gap there. Landry behind the net. Rims it around. Kept in by Hardy. Here come the Hawks back the other way. Jones has it now. Crosses the blue line. He's by himself. Shoots that one wide of the net. Robinson on the far side. Picks up the puck. He's got to get it out of the blue line, and he does. Brought right back in by Carl. Robinson just clears across ice, and he hops off the ice for the T-Sync line. Denis Crate turned over to Crow. Crow tried to beat T-Sync there. T-Sync has it now on the right side, circles back. That's intercepted by Delorier. Cross ice to Brown. Here comes Mackenzie Brown. He's looking at the low blocker side there, just misses the far end. Picked up by Lewis. He dumps it into McCluskey's corner. McCluskey moves it over to Graham. Back to McCluskey. He shoots it down the ice. Going to be an icing call here against the Express. That ate up 3 minutes here in the third period. 17 minutes left now in this game. 6-3 Express lead. How much?
018-317-40. That's 018-317-40.
Face off to the left of Bishop. T-Sync. Delorier gets it back to Lewis. That shot's blocked by T-Sync. We got a 2-on-1 with Trainer against Lewis. That shot over the net. T-Sync decided to shoot. Good play as Lewis took Trainer out of the play. T-Sync gets the puck back now. Circles back. Lewis is on him. Crow trying to get to that loose puck. Trainer's got it now. That shot deflected right over to T-Sync. Back over to Trainer. We got a stoppage of play here. Looks like the net's off. The puck was going side to side so quick there. I think Landry might have lost his balance trying to keep up with the quickness of the passing here for the Express. Knocked the net off. Face-off will be to the left of Landry. McLean's line out here now. Gallant lined up on the left. Curtis on the right. Face-off won by the Hawks. Bad turnover. McLean picks it up. Back to Curtis. Curtis fires that one high off the glass. Gallant's got the rebound. He's got two men on him. McLean picked up that loose puck, tried to slide it back to Graham, but it didn't get all the way back, and MacArthur slides it over to McCluskey. McCluskey has it now. That shot deflected up into the mesh and out of play. Jones, Santapass, and Scully out here now for the Hawks. McLean's line stayed on after that whistle. Santapass has it down low behind the net. McLean gets him down to the ice. Bishop covers up. Face-off will be to the right of Bishop. McLean gets that draw back to his defenseman. McCluskey dishes it off to Hardy. Curtis tips that one down the ice. Bernard goes back to get it. Gallant giving chase. Here comes Bernard. Up ice to Crate. That puck was bouncing. Icing call here against the Hawks as Crate not able to catch that pass.
Congratulations to your man, Mark Augustine, on today's 50-50.
Carl Young and Robinson getting a shift here for the Express. Hardy and McCluskey lined up behind them. Crate goes back to get that one. Another icing call coming up here for the Hawks. Another face-off win. Copy paste back to Crate. Crate elects to skate it. And Cole Young took a couple of whacks at Crate. He's going to get a slashing penalty. And you don't really want to give Elsipogtog an opportunity on the power play, but it looks like the Express haven't learned their lesson yet. Back on the power play it goes. Face off to the right of Bishop. MacArthur, Arsenault, Brown, Crate, and Delorier out here on the PP1 for the Hawks. A goal here would be a momentum changer, I think, for the Hawks. There's still a lot of hockey left. 15 minutes left in this period. Delorier back to Crate. Over to MacArthur. He circles back. MacArthur tried to feed it to Delorier, and that exits the zone. Trainer gets a stick on it. And Trainer comes away with the puck. Teesink now, what a play. Teesink gets his own rebound. Good save by Landry. Some very sloppy power play early on here, but here comes Brown. Brown just had his stick knocked there. Not able to get any wood on that one. Down the ice it goes. Patterson with the clearing play as the Express are able to get some fresh legs out here on this penalty kill. Delorier elects to skate it, drops it back to Crate. Crate over to Delorier. Hardy clears it up to McLean. We got a 2-on-1 with Curtis. Curtis has it now. McLean going to the net. Back to McLean. What a play there by McLean, but Landry didn't give him much space to shoot. Here comes the Hawks back the other way. 45 seconds left in the power play. Arsenault has it. Back to Hebert. He shoots that one up into the mesh and out of play. I believe that might have hit Bishop's shoulder. A late line change here for the Express. McCluskey and Hardy got to come back on. The referee had his hand down. Those boys are stuck out there for a little bit longer. McCluskey scoops up the puck behind the net. He clears it. Teesink was all the way in behind the D. Just out of his reach. Bernard has it. He moves it up ice. Over to Hebert, up to Cormier. Back over to Bernard. That shot's deflected up into the mesh. And another stoppage of play. 4 seconds left in the slashing penalty to Young. Look for the Express to try to win this faceoff and flip one out into the neutral zone to Young or whoever's going to come on the ice for him if he jumps to the bench. Face-off won by the Hawks. Hebert. Teesing takes a bump down low. He gets knocked down. Graham has it. He's looking to get a whistle, freezing it up against the boards. Decides to rim it around the boards. Hebert. That puck's turned over to Trainer. Trainer took a whack from McCluskey. Delorier has it now. Up ice to MacArthur. Over to Lewis. Almost another turnover there by the Hawks, but MacArthur scoops it up. Into the offensive zone they come. That play's broken up. Up to McLean, over to Curtis. Curtis, that shot's deflected. McLean picks it up, tried to backhand pass that quickly in the front of the net, but picked up by McCluskey. McCluskey up to Arsenault. McCluskey picks up the puck now. Into the corner with Gallant, shoots that one on net. Deflected by Bishop. Hawks have it again. McCluskey gets it back to the point. Back to McCluskey. McLean comes in, picks up the loose puck. He slides it up to Brett Gallant. He's got Curtis behind him. Curtis not able to get that pass. McLean scoops it up now. Down low to Gallant. Gallant over to McCluskey. Slides it to McLean. Good tip pass there. Right into the chest of Landry. McLean had a couple of whacks at it. Antoine Landry closed the door there. 36 shots on net for the Elsipogtog Hawks. 29 for the Express. 11:51 left here in this period. 6-3 Express lead. They'll head back to Fredericton for a big game tomorrow night on home ice if they're able to finish this game out with a victory. Well, either way, they're going to play tomorrow night. But they could clean this series up tomorrow night if they win tonight. Carl on the draw, won by the Hawks. Lewis takes a bump by Young. All the way down to Bishop. Over to McCluskey. Good evasive move there by McCluskey. He sets up behind the net. Picked off there by Brown. Back down the ice it goes. The Express. Icing's waved off. Hebert goes back to get it. Nice little fake shot there by Hebert. Trainer now. He dumps it in. Arsenault gets it up to Cormier. Cormier takes a bump from Hardy. Back goes Patterson behind the net. Patterson moves it up to Trainer. To Teesing. He gets the puck knocked off his stick. Scully dumps it in. John Hardy just chips it up off the glass. That's intercepted at the blue line by Santapaz. Scully circles back behind the net. He tries to find Santapaz. Santapaz cycles it back down low to Scully. He fans on that pass. Carl moves it up to Trainer. Here comes Trainer on the breakaway. Trainer puts it in the back of the net through the 5-hole. Peter Trainer, I believe that's a hat trick for him tonight. The goalie's mask fell off there. Trainer puts the Express up by 4. Nice move by Trainer. $10:15 left. It'll be interesting. Most of these games have been pretty close. Now there's a bit of a lead. I'm not sure if there's going to be any rough stuff that's going to happen. We'll see. Curtis dumps it in. McLean goes after it. McLean leaves it for Curtis. That's covered up by Landry. McLean's going to jump into the faceoff here. One back by Delorier. Fillmore shoots that one just wide of the net. Curtis puts that one on net, deflected by Landry. Gallant picks it up on the far side. He tries to find McLean. McLean gets it over to Graham. Graham just puts it down low for Gallant. Gallant circling. McLean was trying to get backdoor there. Not able to get that one. Back to the point. Fillmore shoots that one just wide. Here comes McCluskey. Back the other way. Feeds it over to Delorier. Delorier puts it in the back of the net. Nice feed there by McCluskey. Vincent Delorier scores goal number 4 for the Elsipogtog Hawks. They're not ready to quit. 7-4 lead for the Express.
Scored by number 17, Vincent Delorier.
Crate has it now. Danny Crate skates into the neutral zone. Good move there by Crate. Dishes it off to Delorier.
And number 13, Brody McCarthy.
Here comes McCluskey. He dumps it in. MacArthur got the other assist on that goal with McCluskey. Arsenault has it now for the Hawks. He cuts to the center, dishes it off to the right to Brown. That puck ended up on net. Bishop's going to cover it up. Another stoppage of play here. Face off in the Express zone. Brown facing off against T-Sink. Brown gets it back to Crate. Crate gets in around Trainer. Kept in by Cormier. Shot on net. I don't think Bishop saw that one. Cleared to center ice. Good play by Crate to intercept. Up ice to Arsenault. Arsenault's got some wheels. Good play by Hardy just to push him just enough to knock him off the puck. Kept in by Crate. Shot just wide. Fillmore has it now. Fillmore, that shot went right into the Express bench. It's going to come right back into the Express zone. 8 minutes, 3 seconds left here in the game. Shots on net 39-31 in favor of the Hawks. Goals are 7-4 in favor of the Express. Face off to the right of Bishop. T-Sink gets it over to Trainer. Trainer just chips it up to Crow. Crow stops up. Trainer's going to the net. T-Sink down low, but Landry gets way out of his net. Moves it up along the boards. Back to McCluskey. McCluskey to Crow. Over to T-Sink. These guys are dangerous. T-Sink ran out of real estate there. McCluskey bumped him up against the boards. Puck through the center to MacArthur. A 1-on-2. MacArthur tries to get around McCluskey. Stops up. Leaves it for Crate. Crate shoots that. Funny looking rebound off of Bishop. Big hit there by MacArthur as McCluskey takes a hit, and he doesn't like that. And he's going to draw a penalty as the Express had a good opportunity down the other end. MacArthur is taking a swing at anybody that will be in the vicinity of his fists. MacArthur took a big hit on McCluskey. He did not like that. 2 minutes for roughing. Carter McCluskey for the Hawks went off the ice. I'm not sure if he got hurt or what, but Connor McCluskey is going to sit for 2 minutes or less here as the Hawks get an opportunity to close this 3-goal deficit down to 2 on the power play. And their power play has been converting tonight. T-Sink out here with Trainer on the starting up on this penalty kill. Face off one back to Crate. He leaves it for Delorier. MacArthur into the slot to Brown. Cross ice pass to Crate. Crate with a high shot up into the glove of Bishop.
2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 12:43 of the third period.
2 minutes for roughing there for McCluskey. 1 minute, 47 seconds left in that penalty. Lots of power play time left here for the Hawks. We'll see if they can convert on the power play. Delorier is going to take this face off. Crate and MacArthur lined up behind him. T-Sink won that draw right back to Patterson, who cleared the zone. MacArthur has it now for the Hawks. Pass back to Arsenault. Arsenault enters the zone, drops it back to Crate. Crate tried to go cross ice there. T-Sink got a stick on it. That puck went out of play. Another face-off deep in Express territory. One minute, 22 seconds left in this power play. Delorier is going to dig in for the draw again. This time McLean is going to take the draw. Delorier gets it back to Crate. But a good play there by Curtis to chip it out of the zone. MacArthur drops it back to Arsenault. Here come the Express. McLean now on a breakaway. Brett McLean, short-handed breakaway. Puck is bouncing. Oh, he wasn't able to get a shot off. Good play there by Landry to poke it up the ice. Crate picks it up now. Here comes Danique Crate. Good pad save there by Bishop. Puck was bouncing on Brett McLean, not able to get a good shot away there. Delorier now on the right side. Offside call on the Hawks. 36 seconds left in the power play. As McCluskey will be coming out of the box here in about 36 seconds. Good chance there by Brett McLean. He's had his opportunities tonight. That would have been a second shorthanded goal for the Express if that would have went in. Face off one back to the Hawks. Cormier has it now. Second power play unit on the ice now for the Hawks. He leaves it for Bernard. And Bishop will glove that down. We're going to have another stoppage of play. Shot number 43 on Alex Bishop. Score update 4-3 for Dalhousie in Miramichi. Good chance there by the Hawks. Dalhousie looked like they might be sweeping the Miramichi Northmen. Here come the Express. Trainer moves it up to T-Sink. T-Sink gets bumped there by Hebert, but he sticks with it. 5 seconds left on this power play for the Hawks. McCluskey's going to be coming out of the box. Puck looks like it's frozen up against the boards. Referees are going to let them try to play it. It's loose now. Down low to Cormier. Back to 5-on-5. 5:05 left in the game. Bernard circles back, slides it over. To Drisdale, up to Jones. Cross ice, back to Cormier, back to Jones. Cormier gets it now in the corner. Patterson chips it up the boards. Jones picks it up, shot on net, deflected by Bishop. Crow chips it out of play into the Express bench. I would have thought one of those Express coaches would have snagged that puck out of midair, but they were too busy ducking. MacArthur and McLean. MacArthur gets a draw back. Delorier shoots at Bishop, shuts the door. Another face-off in the Express zone. 45 shots on net now for the Hawks. We'll see if they can hit 50. The Express hit 50 Saturday night. Back to Santa Paz. Santa Paz shot tipped in front. Here comes McLean. He springs Gallant loose on the right side. Gallant lost the handle of the puck. McLean picks it up. McLean gets hacked there by Delorier, and McLean didn't like it. And Crate comes in, and Gallant grabs Crate. That would be a nice little tilt right there. And it looks like cooler heads have prevailed, but the Hawks are going to go down a man with the initial penalty on Delorier. It looked like he got a slashing call there against Brett McLean. Four minutes and 23 seconds left. The Elsipogtog crowd is starting to leave. My guess is everybody's heading to the Legion tonight for a bit of a party over here in Rishabukto on a Friday night. A couple of brewskis and maybe a game of pool. Cross ice pass from Hardy down to Gallant. Kept in there by Trainer. T-Sink has it, sauces it over to Trainer. Trainer tried to slide it all the way through the middle to Gallant. Gallant recovers. Gallant circles back, tried to cut out front, puts it back into the corner to T-Sink. Down to Trainer. Trainer cut to the middle, big rebound there by Landry, but he scooped it into the corner. Hardy picks up the puck, leaves it for Trainer. Down low to T-Sink. He's got Gallant in front, slides it over to Crow. Back down to Gallant. He tried to go back door there to T-Sink, just missed. Picks up his rebound. Good pass by Gallant. T-Sink's got some room there in the slot. Gallant makes a bit of a move. Almost lost his stick. Crow back to T-Sink. Lapointe with the save, and the Hawks are going to clear the puck out to Hardy. 45 seconds left in the power play. T-Sink now way back to the Express zone to Graham. As the second power play unit hops over the boards for the Express, they're going to clean up the rest of the 35 seconds that remains on this power play. McLean went back. Graham shook him off, moved it up ice. McCluskey now on the left side. Drops it to Robinson. Robinson fires it wide. Graham not able to get to the other side of the ice there to keep it in. That was a tough play for him to make. Back into his own zone. Puck was bouncing. He's under pressure by MacArthur. Eludes him, sticks with it. Graham still has it. 5 seconds left in the power play. Graham gives it to McCluskey now. McCluskey looks like they're playing keep away right now with the Hawks. Back to Graham. Graham just shoots it down the ice. Center. Hebert kicks it over to the side. Graham has it again. Circled the net. MacArthur putting some pressure here in the offensive zone. T-Sink now up ice to Trainer. Trainer's got it. He's got Crow and T-Sink with him. Puts it on net. Rebound. Rebound by Crow. That's goal number 8 here for the Express. Boys, that was quick. They were literally on the ice for 10 seconds, and they scored. I think T-Sink, Crow, and Trainer all were in on that one. I'll let you know here shortly. 1:47 left. The crowd is mass exiting the arena at this point here in Rishabukto. Gallant gets the puck back up to the neutral zone to Crow. Crow gets it to T-Sink now. T-Sink circles back over to Hardy. Hardy has it. Minute and a half left. It looks like a slashing call here. Against the Hawks. Santa Paz is going to go in the box. 1:29 left in this game. PP2 is going to come out here. See if they can't put goal number 9 up on the board. 8-4 Express lead. McLean, Curtis, and Robinson out here. Graham goes back to get that puck. Here comes Graham. He circles back quickly, moves it up to Robinson coming down the left side. Robinson drops it back to McCluskey into his skates. Jones backhands it down the ice for Cormier. He throws that in front. That was deflected on net by McCluskey. Bishop puts it into the corner. McLean gets it up to McCluskey. Here comes McCluskey on the left side. Leaves it for Robinson, puts it into his skates, and down the ice it goes. Patterson goes back to get it. 40 seconds left in the game. Up ice to Curtis. He misses that one. Icing's waved off. Even the referees are done with this game. Carl slides that out front for Young. Young's going to freeze it up against the boards. Then he kicks it loose. 25 seconds as the Hawks are looking to just run the rest of this clock out. Drysdale's under pressure down low. Carl picks it up. Back to the point. D-to-D pass to Patterson. Back over to Curtis. Back to Fillmore. Over to Patterson. Curtis on the one-timer. Landry with a nice save. Good save there by Landry. You got to be impressed with him coming off the bench tonight. Cold. He's faced a lot of shots. 5.6 seconds left over here in Elsipogtog. The Express are going to be heading back to Fredericton tomorrow night with an opportunity to close out this series on home ice in front of 2,500 screaming Fredericton Express fans. That's going to do it for us here at K-Live Sports in Elsipogtog. 8-4 final. Shots on net, 46 for Elsipogtog, 38 for the Express. All right, folks, thanks for your support. Thanks for jumping on the live. We will be back tomorrow night. Come find us on either YouTube or Facebook. Have a great rest of your night.